one person who is on this earth to stop my momentum. It's the vehicle in front of me.
If you were driving like that, then somebody would have just judged you because you're a woman, right?
Correct. Because women
can't drive. Be careful, the road is ending here, man. Oh my God.
Ever since I can remember, I've had this undying urge to travel. Like an unbound spirit within me, urging me to constantly explore new places. And I've always been partial to road trips because they combine my love for automobiles, adventure and travel. A vehicle that met all my adventure requirements didn't exist, so I decided to build one. My father, an adventure guru, helped me draw up a wish list of customization. Having owned a Scorpio in the past, I zeroed in on the Scorpio Getaway platform. We then headed to my friend Jaskira, based in Chandigarh, to transform the Getaway into a fully equipped expedition and adventure vehicle. The vehicle had to have the ability to handle all that nature and terrain could throw at it. First of all, the vehicle needed to have oversized premium tires to provide maximum traction. Then an auxiliary fuel tank to give maximum range. A front bumper that could take more off-road abuse and protect the vehicle. A heavy-duty electric winch for self-recovery. A suspension lift for additional clearance. Additional lighting for contingency during unavoidable night driving in bad terrain. A 100-litre stainless steel water tank to avoid dependency on external water sources. And last but not least, an easy-to-set-up all-weather rooftop tent. I decided to name the souped-up beast, Super Milo, after my fearless beagle Milo, who was my companion on many adventure trips. Super Milo was born, and what lay ahead would test it to the limit. There was nothing to stop me from going on an adventure. My destination lay in India's extreme north, Ladakh. Having lived there as a child, I've always been fascinated by Ladakh. Ladakh is rugged, the terrain is challenging. And despite having driven there several times from Manali, I'd never had the chance to drive via Kargil and Srinagar. The approach to Ladakh is either from Manali via National Highway 3 or from Srinagar via National Highway 1D. I decided to drive up via Manali and come down via Srinagar. Ladakh was the perfect destination to put Super Milo to test. My journey started from Mumbai. From there, I flew to my hometown, Chandigarh, where I was to rendezvous with my co-traveller, Swati. Swati is a lawyer, a wife and a mother. This gives her little window to pursue her interests in travel. Going on an adventure trip to Ladakh had always been on her bucket list. I asked her and she enthusiastically agreed. Jaskirat had done the final checks on the vehicle and brought it to the airport. I was thrilled to be back at the wheel of Super Milo, which was going to be our companion for the rest of the journey, taking on the roads and challenging the stereotypes.
Women can't drive.
Woman गाड़ी नहीं चला सकती. बिल्कुल नहीं चला सकती.
I get kind of scared when I'm sitting next to one.
Causing lot of traffic jams.
Ladies driver पे मेरे को तो trust नहीं है.
I think they should not be given license.
We panic. My parking skills are very bad.
They are very confused.
Woman cannot drive.
I was to meet Swati on the outskirts of Chandigarh. Then we were to head to Manali and break journey there. Our next stop was going to be Jispa, followed by Sirkar. From there to Leh, a trip to the Nubra Valley and back before heading to Pengongso. From Pengongso, we were going to go to Hanle and then head all the way back to Leh and descend to Kargil and Srinagar.
Hello.
Hello. Well, what is this place?
Well, it has good tea and it has a loo.
Look around.
So use it.
Look around.
There's a loo.
or it's the bush.
Okay.
The loop. And what are these shoes, man?
Traveling easy. No,
You don't
for
wear
long
these shoes
journey.
on like off-roading trips.
Long journey.
If somebody stamps you, then
Fine, I'm
They-
just traveling shoes. I mean, like for long journey in the
If
car.
I stamp your foot, your toes will break. Okay, chalo, let's have chai. Swati was curious and excited. She had a lot of questions, and I tried to answer them as much as I could. Cheers and welcome to the Ladakh run. Our first stop tonight is going to be Manali. It's going to be a bit late because you came late. Thumb rules are leave early and reach your destination before dark, which clearly we are not going to. The weather forecast said rain, so there could be landslides. I think Sukumalo is really equipped as long as something doesn't slide on us. And in this journey, you'll probably have done the top 3 or 4 of the highest motorable passes in the world.
I'm probably excited or be scared.
My whole thing is, I don't know what lies ahead. Adventure is not about being reckless. It's about being prepared for every contingency.
Responsible.
And then
Yeah.
taking it as it comes. So, are you ready to explore?
Of course. Absolutely ready and excited.
Parantha khaiye. We got to Manali rather late on the first day. Since rest is an important part of safe driving, we slept a full 8 hours and therefore left Manali later than planned. As a result, we were behind schedule even before we started. Before one starts the ascent to most mountain passes in Himachal and J&K, there's a security checkpost where travelers need to register their details. This makes it easier for the authorities to locate someone in distress.
Take it easy, Gul. Easy.
Swati hadn't been exposed to driving in the mountains, so I got to play expert. Cardinal rule of hill driving: always have enough momentum. Be in the gear you want to be. Never negotiate a hairpin bend without trying to see what's coming next. Ideally, uphill traffic has right of way, something this man doesn't understand. But we're women drivers, they don't even like us
Right.
doing
They don't
things
think they
that...
can even drive, right?
Yes. Life is full of contradictions. While I was constantly chiding Swati for being late and on us losing too much time, I spotted a mountain dog. And when it comes to animals, all my rules go for a toss.
Gul, are you serious with giving this dog a haircut?
Yes, this dog, according to his owner, was unable to see well due to the overgrowth of hair near his eyes. And his owner didn't have a pair of scissors. So I lent him a pair, albeit from a Swiss knife.
Gul, we don't have time.
There. Much better. And I think he was happy.
Thank God.
What? Unfortunately, all species aren't as appreciative. Enough of horsing around. It was time to carry on. A mountain pass is the lowest natural point in a mountain range that facilitates crossing the range to access the valley beyond. The passes in the region are often suffixed with La, which means pass in Tibetan. Rohtang Pass is the first of many passes on the Manali-Leh route. Located at an altitude of 13,497 feet, the word Rohtang means pile of corpses in Tibetan. As you can see, we are on the other side of Rohtang. This is a Lahore valley. This part of the valley is beautiful.
It's beautiful, but it's dangerous as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can tip over quite easily and there's
Okay, Gul, don't take it
There's
that
quite a
side.
fall.
Yeah,
Look.
I can. Okay, I will
Look
not
there.
look. I will not look.
Just look. When I was on the road last year, this is all slush because I came in the month of July. So May, June, July, they're still working on the road. In fact, we're at the time when probably the road is the best. And the bad road starts. I think I spoke too soon. They said कि यहीं तक ठीक करेंगे. last fuel station that we're going to encounter now at Tandi, fueled up, and of course the Leh region.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was nice.
Okay. Journeys like ours have a domino effect. One starts the journey late and you reach late at all the key milestones. This road is atrocious. I'm thinking we might be better off actually driving off the road. It's at times like these that one is glad to be in a Mahindra. So the car now is in 4-wheel low. I'm giving no brake, no clutch, and the car is just going to crawl.
Because
It has a lot of traction. It's gripping the road, or rather the track. It is going.
got such good control of the car.
No, the car is capable. I'd love to take credit for this, but I'm doing nothing. I'm not even using the clutch or the brake.
Wow.
That's the beauty of this, no?
Oof.
There was no way we could make up for the time lost, which posed the obvious danger I had hoped to avoid: driving after dark. So turns out this place shuts at probably 8 o'clock, and
We have no other option but to come
but
back.
we'll come back tomorrow morning. Yeah. Tandi was an important part of our itinerary because the last fuel station on the Manali-Leh highway is here. And despite having an auxiliary fuel tank, I wanted to top up here to be prepared for any contingency. And I still had to drive a couple of hours in the night before our halt at Jispa. We had a choice to go back to Tandi and refuel, but that would set us back, causing a further delay. Relying on the 40-litre auxiliary fuel tank, I decided to press on. Today we were to halt in the tented camp that I'd booked at Sokar. There were 3 passes to be crossed and the Moreh Plains to be traversed before we got there. Normally, tourists would either break journey at Sarchu or at Pang because getting to Sokar from Jispa is a tall order. But we weren't tourists, we were adventurers, so we decided to push the limits. I guess there's no place to go.
Maybe the wheel pulse back.
I can't see what's happening at the back. Look out, Pati.
पीछे पता नहीं क्या है.
अरे Chalo, good. Jispa to Sarchu was 113 kilometers and Sarchu to Pang was another 50 kilometers. From Pang, we would be traveling an additional 63 kilometers to reach Sokar. And in the mountains, one rarely averages more than 20 kilometers per hour. Water bodies on such roads are caused when the temperature rises and snow melts. In water bodies, the risk of losing traction is high. The key is to never rush through. Not stopping by this beautiful glacial lake seemed like a crime, but a quick stop is all we could afford. By any means possible, I wanted to reach Sokar before dark and break the chain reaction of being late everywhere since we started. On our way, we crossed a large number of road workers slogging in these extreme conditions, building and repairing the roads we travelled on. It was heartwarming and inspiring to witness them at work. कैसे हो? बढ़िया? कहाँ से हो? झारखंड से?
आप कहाँ से?
मैं पंजाब से हूँ. Bye. We just take these essential services like diesel, petrol, and roads just so much for granted. These people drive day in, day out. They go back, come back. Baralachala is situated at an altitude of 16,040 feet and connects the Lahore district of Himachal Pradesh to Ladakh in Jammu and Kashmir. This high mountain pass is better described as a plateau where three mountain ranges meet: the Pir Panjal, Zanskar and the Himalayas. Following tradition, we made a pile of 7 stones to bless our journey. So we're on top of Baralachala or Baralacha Pass. This says it's 16,040. A little while ago it was 16,200 plus or minus 200 feet. We're on top of Baralachala. Whoa! So approximately averaging 30 kilometers per hour. Temperature 11.5 and falling. Okay then, chalo. As we headed from Baralachala towards Sokar, the landscape changed dramatically. As far as the eye could see, there were sedimentary rocks and sand. We took a break for lunch short of Sarchu on the banks of a stream. It felt like the calm before a storm. Sarchu is a popular halt for travellers to break journey. It is here that one finally enters Jammu and Kashmir. Our very first adventure after entering Ladakh was the infamous series of 21 hairpin bends, known as the Gata loops, which result in a very rapid ascent to the top of Nakila.
We reach at 9:58 p.m.
9:58!
That's what this shows.
Ouch! If there is one person who is on this earth to stop my momentum, it's the vehicle in front of me. From the looks of it, we're not making it to Sokar before dark. Again.
If you were driving Ladakh, then somebody would have just judged you because you're a woman, right?
Correct, because women
Can't drive.
It was time to show Swati what the tough and rugged Mahindra Scorpio was capable of.
Oh, oh my God! What the?
You're saving time, Swati, come on.
Yeah.
I've got immense traction. I'm in 4-wheel low. Next one as well. Swati, come on.
You're the boss. You're the experienced one.
Sometimes experiences are gained while you do them. This I've never done.
Are you serious?
And with this, we have cut across all loops. So this, Swati, is Nakila. And we should go soon because Sokar is still a way off.
Oh.
Temperature of 3 degrees with a wind chill of 30 kilometers per hour.
Oh my God.
Let's make the tile stone thing.
Gul, let's just get the out of here, please.
Come on.
No, look at the temperature. No, let's go.
It's a pass.
No, Gul,
It's customary.
doesn't matter. We'll follow the customs elsewhere.
Okay.
And how far do we have to still go?
GPS says 53 kilometers.
Oh, damn. And we have to go and find our place out there. You also believe we'll reach?
Of course we'll reach.
Yeah.
I've taken calculated risks. We have enough fuel, overboard tent, enough water. I have a 100-liter stainless steel tank, food. Well, if you can call energy bars that.
And we have all the truck drivers believing that we are men.
That's in our favor.
Yes. Gul, where are we now?
To be honest with you, I haven't been to Sokar in a while and I haven't been to Sokar at night.
So you're not sure if we can find it or not find it?
We've got a rooftop tent.
Gul, that's an emergency thing. This is not an emergency. Last 3 hours you've seen 3 cars.
But I thought you didn't want to see cars coming because
I don't know
women.
The women part also here right now. I'm not comfortable at all.
Wait, Swati,
hyperventilating almost.
Swati was beginning to get terrified. I was concerned too, but at that point, if I had shown even a shred of doubt, it would have further aggravated the situation. She was counting on me, and I was counting on my instinct and my rooftop tent. And then, just like that, we came across a herd of Kiangs. Ignoring Swati's protests, I stepped out. Kiangs are Tibetan wild asses that inhabit these alpine grasslands.
Why are you being brave? Girl, please get in. This is not a...
Okay, bus. The GPS faithfully brought us to the lake, but there was no sign of the camp. There was not a soul in sight. There was no mobile network. No one to ask for directions. We had no option but to set up the rooftop tent and get through the night.
Come on, Swati.
I'm sour in my eyes.
Take Swati. Look at them.
Last night was the scariest night of my life. I didn't think I would survive it. But the positive side is that for the first time, I got to wake up at 10 o'clock. And also, this is the first time I have been wearing the same clothes for almost 24 hours.
I think last night was quite unique in many ways. There was a lot of thrill, there was excitement, there was a bit of, I wouldn't call it fear, I'd say apprehension. In the weather conditions we were in, and plus, remember, we were at 15,000 feet odd.
Now that I know we are safe and we survived the night, I love it. And I just hope I don't get too used to it because I have a legal practice to go back to.
The Sokar Lake is a fluctuating salt lake located in the southern part of Ladakh. The lake used to be an important source of salt for the Changpa nomads of the region. Its inlet streams, though, are a source of fresh water, and it's here that most of the fauna is found. We spotted the black-necked crane, a bird revered in Buddhist tradition, and the migratory funny shell duck. The first lap of our journey had come to an end, and in its own right, it was quite eventful. We had a decent plan that went for a toss when we got late at the starting point. And from there, like a butterfly effect, every milestone of our journey was marred by unavoidable challenges, delays, and risks. But today we have the opportunity to undo the past wrongs and start afresh. The next leg of our journey takes us to Leh, Khardungla, Nubra Valley, and Pengongso. Until next time, get out there and explore.